See, here's the challenge for us today, folks, is that we've been taught that our spirituality, our Christianity, it's an area of our life. It's a piece of the pie, so to speak. It's an area. And so you have to, check into that area, upkeep that area. It's like a plate you got to spin, right? Spin that plate. No, then I got to go a bunch of other things I got to go do. And so here's this spirituality thing spinning and beginning. And while we go, spin that. And I spin that on Sunday, right? And you see this in your life, and you've been taught that spirituality is just an area of your life. And so you compartmentalize things. And we've been taught to do that for some reason. So we see it like a pie chart. And so you might not be able to see this completely, but let me show you what's going on. You've got all of these things you've got to manage. Anyone feel like they got a lot of stuff to manage in their life, right? You got a lot of stuff to manage. So you've got family, and that's a piece of the pie, and you got work, and that's a piece, and there's all these areas. You got friendships, and you got education, you got your own hobbies, you got money you have to manage, and you could probably put a lot of other things in this pie. And some of you take your spirituality and you make it a piece of this pie. God never intended for that to be the case in your life, my friends. God doesn't make me a piece of the pie. He's like, man, I'm the whole thing. I'm like, stay in the food category, the whole enchilada, like it's all me, right? So cheesy. Let's not put that in the podcast. It's not even in my notes. That's free. But how do you do that? See, I am praying that today your brain, there's a shift in your thinking of a piece of the pie, and that you learn to put God in the middle of everything, you see. Now, see, God is involved, family God, right? Work God, like how everything, it's all points back to it, all glorifies, it all aligns itself with God. Proverbs says this, in all your ways, what? Acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. That's what that verse is saying. Put God in the center of everything, and all of this begins to work. Because now he's not a piece of the pie, he's the center of it all. Go back with me to John 15. Remain in me and I'll remain in you. A branch cannot produce fruit if it's severed from the vine. If God isn't the center of your pie, if God isn't the center of your life, if you're not remaining in him, you can't produce fruit. You can't be faithful unless you are fruitful, unless you remain in him. Next verse. Yes, I am the vine and you are the branches. Those who remain in me and I in them will produce much fruit. For apart from me, you can do what? Nothing. And see, some of you are out there, God's a piece of your pie. And you're like, why is the marriage it's just so hard, and the kids, and everything's so frustrating, and the work, and you're out there and God's going, apart from me, you can do nothing. You're not going to bear much fruit. Why am I seeing no fruit in my life? Apart from me, you can remain in me. You have got to learn to remain. If you don't remain in Christ and walk with God, it's going to be frustrating. But when you remain, all of a sudden, hey, there's fruit. Not that it's all perfect, and not that the children show up all perfectly dressed and well-mannered and everything's perfect all the time, but things just start, there's momentum now. There's momentum, and some of you need some momentum. You need to learn to remain.